Welcome to part 8 of the Sonic Adventure Let's Play, and in this part we are starting the Tails story. Tails in a nutshell, it's basically the same as Sonic's, only, well, with a few minor differences here and there. But honestly, it's pretty much the same thing, only with a bit of confidence build. And as usual, we get our opening cutscene. This is a really long cutscene, by the way. Well, not really long, because it actually extends to like 1 minute. Over 1 minute at least. So, yeah, we are starting off the Tails playthrough. For some reason, Tails' plane starts to crash. With that oh so wonderful animation and voice acting. And the authorities don't see a giant gray plane getting out of control in the sky. It's like that scene. It seems like that's really a part of their day. It's like oh look, another plane going out of control. Must be Tuesday. Then it cuts to Emerald Coast, where we're rescued by Sonic. It cuts back to Station Square. And then, well, same cutscene, but with different dialogue, and from their perspective. Alright, well, it's not really the same cutscene. Well, it is in a sense, because here's the thing with these cutscenes. Apparently, you notice that the dialogue is different from part 1 of this Let's Play. If the character dialogue will be different depending on what story it's gonna be. They did that so just to make sure it's not stale and repetitive. And I think it's a nice touch to make it not repetitive and not blatant, and it's like they actually put effort in those cutscenes. Quote unquote. I say quote unquote because, as like I said, the voice acting in Adventure 1 is overall But nonetheless, we are actually now playing as Tails. Well, Tails pretty much plays like Sonic. He's not as fast, but he can fly. And speaking of flying, we are actually getting our first upgrade. Head down into the sewer area. And then fly up this hole. Then head into this door, and we get our first upgrade, the Jet Anklet. Yep, the Jet Anklet. Tails is like, I had this before. But as the call said, the Jet Anklet lets you fly faster. In other words, it's gonna let us break the first stage in the game. Why? Well, you'll see. But Tails has the ability to fly. Hey, and it's even faster now that we got the Jet Anklet. See? Like in the Genesis games, he does get tired here, but he gets loads of airtime. And he also has the Tail Whip. I never really use it except in the final boss in Tails' story, really. So you do get an upgrade that'll let you do continuous Tail Whip attacks, but I never really use it. But we now fly on over to the first boss. Also, when you're running at full speed, if you press the same button to do the Tail Whip, Tails will roll into a ball. Just like Sonic. The only thing that Tails can't do, from Sonic, he can't do the homing attack, and he can't do the spin dash. I'm guessing Tails probably forgot about his ability to spin dash. So, meh. But I think flying around with the Jet Anklet is just as fun as launching yourself off with the spin dash. That's just Sonic. And of course, we get the same boss, the Egg Hornet. At least that one line is better. I'll take them from you the hard way. It's better than I'll take them from you by force the hard way. Yeah, same boss. As oh, nothing special. The only reason why I didn't cut this out is because for a couple of reasons. One, you're playing as a different character. Two, the fight is so pathetically easy. He because of the whole first boss factor. And so it's kind of short. And also oh yeah, it's just those two reasons. Nothing much to talk about. Other than that, though, it's really the same boss. Different strategy. It has a different strategy. I guess the only difference is since you can't do the homing attack, you kind of have to jump into him. But that doesn't mean a damn difference. It's when you're hitting Eggman. But just one more hit and, yeah, he's dead. Well, not dead, but... See? Booyah. He's dead. He's down. Ugh. Well, that was a boss. I also want to point out one thing. Now, the lines with Tails, there's nothing really wrong with them. It's just how he pronounces them. I don't have anything against the voice actor himself, but the way he pronounces them, they're just all over the place. I'm sorry. It's just, at one point, he sounds like a... Oh, by the way, Tails Sonic was over there. Poor animation at its finest, ladies and gentlemen. But, yeah, the way... I don't have anything against the voice actor, but it's lines like that. He says it like, "Who's Chaos?" Yeah, it sounds like a naive child. And there are some points where it sounds like Tails is drunk. I'm serious. That's what I think. I think the way how Tails pronounces some of his lines in this game, they're just all over the place. Yes, I'm sorry. They just come off weird to me. Assuming if there are people left alive to enslave in Robotnik Land. Cutscene that, blah blah blah, same sort of cutscene. Man. There's really nothing else to talk about out here. I really wish I can amp up the volume. Alright, so now we're back in control. Just like in Sonic's playthrough, we have to grab the green Wind Key. And then we're gonna be heading into Windy Valley. Our very first Tail stage. I want to point out, Tails' stages, the same thing, only you're racing against Sonic. So, Windy Valley, our first stage. See? We're actually racing against Sonic for some odd reason. But yeah, this is Tails' first stage. Now let's skip it. I'm serious. You can literally screw this stage with Tails' his power of flying. And thanks to the jank, I keep saying jank. And thanks to the jet anklet, it makes it even easier to break this stage. Especially since the stage itself is so open-ended. It's like, wow. See, I just made a massive jump shortcut. However, as you saw, Sonic has rubber banding AI, so don't think you can just leave him behind like that. Don't think you can just easily leave him behind. No, he will catch up to you somehow. Oh, but while Sonic is, but still though, while Sonic is just running through the stage, I'm just taking my sweet ass time and down the stage and into the Chaos Emerald. See? Yeah, that's Windy Valley for you. Tails' first stage, and I just skipped it. I thought it was okay for LP's sake anyway, because for one thing, we've seen this stage before, and two, I think it might be a good speedrunning tactic to those that actually want to speedrun this game, even later down the road. But now that we're finished with Windy Valley, we have to head to the train station, and thanks to the camera, I wasn't able to do the shortcut. But we head into the train and back to Station Square. And I'm assuming Tails' train has been delayed. Because once we get to Station Square, instant night. It's instantly night. But now we're heading into the second stage, Casinopolis, just like in correspondence with Sonic's story. Unlike Sonic's level, however, we have to gather up 400 rings. Tails, you're pretty much going through the sewer area, so you don't have to worry about collecting enough rings. Things just to get to the Chaos Emerald / Roboticizer. If you're replaying the stage. Unlike Windy Valley, though, you're gonna have to put effort in the stage. Not that it makes much of a difference. And I'm being stuck on the walls. Yeah, nothing. Yeah, it's really. This is pretty much Tails' stage. Tails' stage. It's pretty much shortened They're pretty much shortened versions of Sonic stages. He also gets half of the adventure, so he gets 5 stages. The way on how this LP is going, because we actually make it through quite a chunk of of Tails' story, and in this playthrough. So I think we might beat it in like 3 parts, minimum 2. With the minimum of like 2 parts, the max being 3 parts, because yeah, sorry about this whole thing. How we're doing in this part, this is definitely gonna be shorter than Sonic's playthrough. I'll tell you that. And there's gonna be something I will be cutting out. Hopefully I'm not lying out of my ass, but yeah, I might be cutting out the Sky Chase levels because, well, they're the same stages. It's pretty much the same stage. So hopefully I'm reminded to, cut those parts out. But now we're actually going to be ending it when we finally get the ice cap. All we're doing here is just we picked up the ice key and we're just heading back into the Mystic Ruins. We're heading back to the Mystic Ruins, and that chunk of rock conveniently falls. And we're just heading to the ice cap stage. So nothing else to talk about, and how convenient, because this is the end of the part. So next time we meet in the Sonic Adventure Let's Play, we are going to be continuing with Ice Cap. So I'm GameMan5804, and you guys have a great day.